नमस्कार, I'm अशोक व्यास। आप विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम ITV गोल्ड पर देख रहे हैं। 8 जून सोमवार के दिन जब न्यूयॉर्क फिर से धीरे धीरे खुलने की तरफ बढ़ रहा है, और आज के कार्यक्रम में विशेष रूप से हम आपके लिए जो स्टोरीज लेकर आए हैं उनमें पहली भारतीय समुदाय, भारतीय अमेरिकी समुदाय के लिए ही नहीं बल्कि अमेरिका में बस रहे जागरूक नागरिकों के लिए अफसोस वाले समाचारों में से एक है। पिछले शनिवार को हमने FIA के लाइफ टाइम चेयरमैन रमेश पटेल को खो दिया। आज के कार्यक्रम की शुरुआत करेंगे उनके प्रति श्रद्धांजलि जो व्यक्त की गई पद्मश्री डॉक्टर सुधीर पारिक, चेयरमैन ITV गोल्ड और पारिक वर्ल्ड वाइड मीडिया के द्वारा। उसके बाद हम आपको लिए चलेंगे एक ऐसी कमेंसमेंट सेरेमनी जो कि वर्चुअली ऑर्गेनाइज की गई हिंदू स्टूडेंट्स काउंसिल द्वारा और जिसको संबोधित किया कांग्रेस वुमेन तुलसी गबार्ड ने भी। उस कार्यक्रम की कुछ झलकियों के अलावा एक विशेष मुलाकात कांग्रेस वुमेन कैथरीन राइस के साथ आज के हालातों को लेकर, जिसमें हमारा साथ दिया जेवियर मेडिकल कॉलेज के प्रेसिडेंट रवि भोपलापुर ने। उस बातचीत का अंश आपको सुनाने के साथ साथ एक मुलाकात आज के हालातों पर, विशेष करके जिस तरह से ब्लैक लाइव्स मूवमेंट को लेकर लूटिंग वाले हालात हुए, तरह तरह के नैरेटिव्स आ रहे हैं, उसके बारे में न्यू जर्सी से प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप के सपोर्टर लेफ्टिनेंट स्टीवन रॉजर्स से हमारी बातचीत का एक अंश भी आज के विजन ऑफ एशिया में सम्मिलित किया जाएगा। तो ये सब आपकी प्रतीक्षा में इस छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद बने रहे हमारे साथ। फिर एक बार स्वागत है आपका ITV गोल्ड पर विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम में। कोरोना वायरस के कारण हमने कई महत्वपूर्ण सदस्यों को खो दिया है। इस शनिवार को भारतीय समुदाय में विशेष करके FIA के लाइफ टाइम चेयरमैन के रूप में भी अपनी सेवाएं देने वाले बहुत सक्रिय, उत्साही और भारत प्रेम से भरे हुए रमेश पटेल अब हमारे बीच नहीं हैं। शनिवार को उन्होंने अपनी अंतिम सांस ली। उनके बिछोह से एक बड़ा वैक्यूम जैसा भारतीय समुदाय में उठ खड़ा हुआ है, पर उनकी प्रेरणाओं और उनके समर्पण और उनके योगदान को याद करते हुए उनके प्रति श्रद्धांजलि व्यक्त की हमारे चेयरमैन पद्मश्री डॉक्टर सुधीर पारिक ने।
Hello dear friends, I am Padmashri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, Chairman of Parikh World Media and ITV Gold. Would like to say with heavy heart that a legendary community leader, my very good friend, family friend, Mr. Ramesh Patel is not with us anymore. Incidentally, I saw him on FaceTime few hours before this sad news came. He was a friend of the whole Indian American community. He was a legend. He was a true community leader, a selfless leader. He's the chairman of Federation of Indian Association of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. He was born on April 28, 1942. His birth year was coincided with the Quit India movement in India. His love and dedication for Bharat guided him to unite community under one umbrella or banner of Federation of Indian Association. Ramesh Patel showed his love for India and Indian community by founding India Day Parade in USA 50 years ago. And this year was a golden jubilee of India Day Parade. Ramesh Patel left us for heavenly abode on 6th June 2020. This is another great loss for the community due to this coronavirus pandemic. A legendary father figure is not with us anymore, but his spirit will continue to guide us. We are together with Patel family at this challenging time. We pray for strength to Patel family and our prayers for liberation of Ramesh Bhai. Ramesh Bhai, you will be deeply missed. My sincere and deepest condolences to all the family members of Mr. Ramesh Patel from ITV Gold, Parikh Worldwide Media, and my wife Sudha, and my son and daughter Purvi and Ravi. And our prayers are with the family member of Ramesh Patel. Om Santi, Santi, Santi.
आप देख रहे हैं विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ द कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम। अब हम आपको लिए चलते हैं एक ऐसे उत्सवमय आयोजन की तरफ जो वर्चुअली आयोजित किया गया। पूरी रचनात्मकता, सृजनात्मकता, समर्पण और कुशलता के साथ में हिंदू स्टूडेंट्स काउंसिल की तरफ से इस कमेंसमेंट सेरेमनी को संबोधित किया कांग्रेस वुमेन तुलसी गबार्ड ने भी। इसके साथ ही साथ वैदिक मंत्रोच्चार भी हुए। शिक्षावली में से कुछ मंत्रों के पाठ के अलावा भी महत्वपूर्ण संबोधनों और सांस्कृतिक रंगों के साथ सजे हुए इस कार्यक्रम की कुछ झलकियां प्रस्तुत हैं।
Namaskar and Swagatam. On behalf of the students, leaders, and supporters of the Hindu Students' Council, it is my pleasure to be able to welcome you all to Hindu Students' Council's first ever virtual Hindu commencement ceremony. My name is Parth Parihar, and I'm former president of Hindu Students' Council, currently serving on its board of trustees as director of advocacy.
आदरणीयाः विंशति स्नातकगणस्य सोदर सोदर्याः नमांसि स्वागतम्। अद्य वयं सर्वे उपाधिपत्रस्वीकरणार्थं समागताः स्मः। भवद्भ्यः सर्वेभ्यो अभिवन्दनानि।
My name is Arnab Kejriwal, and I serve as the National President of Hindu Students' Council. Hindu Students' Council is a pan-Hindu organization for Hindu students and youth across North America. HSC was founded in 1990 to provide a safe community for Hindu students arriving on college campus. This was a generation of many of our parents who were leaving their motherlands and looking for a sense of familiarity in a place far from home. Fast forward to today, where many of us are second-generation Hindu Americans. We were born in this country and we call the US our homes. We proudly wear our American identity on our sleeve. Hindu Students' Council now goes beyond our parents' immediate struggles of finding a safe space on campus for prayer.
And thank you so much, Arnav, and to all of your team for inviting me to come here and to join you on this historic occasion. It sounds like this may be a great opportunity for this to be just the first of many Hindu Student Council graduation ceremonies. I know the circumstances are challenging right now as all of us are dialed in here from all over the country, but really what an amazing opportunity for us to find this connection in spite of the challenges that we face. While there are many challenges and there will be obstacles and naysayers, when motivated by a desire to serve, you have the ability to persevere and overcome those obstacles and choose this path of service with your life. This is the greatest gift that we all have been given. Sri Krishna himself is guiding and advising us on how we can truly live a successful life, how we can truly love, how we can be free from fear, how we can truly live. This is what has and continues to motivate me throughout my life, whether it was as a teenager, I started an environmental nonprofit. I was elected to the state legislature in Hawaii when I was 21 years old. I didn't even have a college degree at the time. It has inspired me and motivated me throughout my over 17 years of service in the military, my 2 deployments to the Middle East where I was confronted with the daily reality, possibility that the end of my life could come at any moment. It has inspired and motivated me throughout my 8 years of service in Congress and through my most recent presidential campaign. It has given me strength when I was weak. It has given me courage when I was afraid. It has given me peace in the midst of chaos.
Shraddhaya deyam Ashraddhaya deyam, Shriya deyam, Piya deyam, Bhiya deyam, Samvida deyam, Athayadite karma vichikitsa va vritta vichikitsa va syat.
Namaste. Thank you so much to Nikunj, Riddhi, Arnav, and the HSC leadership team for presenting me with this award, and for all of your guidance and support for our UMIS chapter over the years. On behalf of our entire chapter, we greatly appreciate it.
Namaste, everyone. On behalf of our board, I'd like to start off by thanking the HSC leadership team for considering us to be Chapter of the Year again. We have big plans to improve even further next year. I would also like to thank Pitt HSC's board because we couldn't have accomplished this without their help and dedication.
The class of 2020. Congratulations to the class of 2020. This is the time to cast a quick look at what has happened and where we are going. First, it's clear that we live in a time of unprecedented change. I'm not even talking of the coronavirus and the lockdowns, disruptive though they are, and they have clearly messed with the programs of many of the graduating students.
आप देख रहे हैं विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम, और ये कार्यक्रम सोमवार से गुरुवार तक शाम 8 बजे तो हम आपकी सेवा में प्रेम से पेश करते ही हैं। साथ ही साथ एक साप्ताहिक अंक विजन ऑफ एशिया का आपकी खिदमत में पेश किया जाता है रविवार को सुबह 11 बजे। आपके उत्साहवर्धन के लिए आपका आभार व्यक्त करते हुए एक निवेदन और है, बने रहे हमारे साथ, होते हैं हाजिर छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद। विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ द कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम में अब हम आपको लिए चलेंगे उस मुलाकात के अंश की तरफ जिसमें 4th कांग्रेसनल डिस्ट्रिक्ट से प्रतिनिधित्व करने वाली कांग्रेस वुमेन कैथलीना राइस ने हमारे साथ बातचीत की वर्तमान हालातों पर, और इसमें हमारा साथ दिया जेवियर मेडिकल कॉलेज के प्रेसिडेंट रवि भोपलापुर ने। पेश है इस बातचीत का ये अंत।
We in the first CARES Act, we stood up what's called the Paycheck Protection Program, and that was funded in the immediate with, I believe it was about $450 billion. And the goal of the PPP program was to get financial relief to small businesses who, because of these shutdown orders across the country, were not legally able to have their businesses open. And what happened in the very beginning, because there was a lack of guidance from Treasury, a lot of the financial institutions that were working with the SBA, the Small Business Administration, to get those loans out the door, they only wanted to deal with clients with whom they had a previous relationship, which made it very difficult for small businesses who were not in that category to actually get in the queue to get money. So every week from the time that we set the PPP up, I was on a call with all my small business owners across Long Island, and I became very aware very quickly about the problems with the PPP process and the program. And so we were able to go down to Washington 2 weeks ago, actually last week, and we passed one bill that was to fix the problems that we saw in the Paycheck Protection Program, whether that was on the 75-25 rule of having to spend 75% of the money on your payroll. A lot of small businesses didn't have that expense, so now we changed that to 60-40. We extended the time period that the loans could be paid back from 8 weeks to 24 weeks. And we also allowed people to take advantage of the Paycheck Protection Program and also the Employee Retention Tax Credit, the ERTC, so that one was not mutually exclusive from the other. So that, I think, helped a lot of businesses. But you know, now as you mentioned, we're in phase 1 of reopening. We're going to quickly get into phase 2. So only certain businesses are open. But as we begin to go through these reopening phases, it's critically important for businesses to take guidance from the CDC in terms of how you can safely reopen your business and be in compliance with whatever state regulations there are. So for instance, if you're a restaurant, how many people you can have, how far away each of your tables need to be, face coverings, gloves, things like that. Because we have to do this reopening right, because we don't want to go back to having, you know, states like New York have to shut down businesses because of the terrible economic impact that has, not just on businesses, but on families and individuals as well.
I appreciate that, and there are so many questions one is grappling with these days. And Raviji, in your presence, I bring to her attention as well as share my concern. We have seen in some stores the attendants were also discharging the responsibility of making people aware to maintain social distance and have masks, and that has resulted into some expressions on the part of some customers, and those are also floating on the social media. So that being one side, and second, so much protests going on with lot of people gathering together. How concerned you are, Raviji? First you, and then I'll seek Congresswoman's also views on that, because we have always heard that there might be another wave which would hit us. So now that fear sort of becomes even more intense, Raviji.
I think this is everybody's social obligation and responsibility. And I have seen many of the buildings, many of the locations where I've gone recently. They already put a very planned situation how people should be, even in elevators, only 4 people, how they can stand, how the elevators should be managed, the doors and everything. But I think all citizens should take this as a serious and follow that until, as Congresswoman says, the CDC or health department to make it everything is normal until they announce it. I think we have to do this. Otherwise, if there is any second attack or anything comes, we don't know the unknown enemy, how it's going to affect, hurt us.
जब प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप ये कहते हैं कि सख्ती के साथ में उपद्रवियों से निपटना चाहिए, तो उसका अर्थ क्या डोमिनेट करके आम आदमी की आवाज को कुचलना मान लिया जाना ठीक है? इस नैरेटिव के बारे में और किस तरह से प्रेसिडेंट इन स्थितियों का सामना करते हुए अमेरिका को नेतृत्व प्रदान कर रहे हैं, हमने बातचीत की लेफ्टिनेंट स्टीवन रॉजर्स से, जो न्यू जर्सी बेस्ड हैं। पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट के साथ साथ अमेरिका की सिक्योरिटी संबंधी व्यवस्था से भी उनका करीब का संबंध है। पेश है उनसे लंबी बातचीत का ये अंश।
Now we have a situation here where, at least in my mind, there's no doubt that there could be foreign entities sending divisive messages over the internet in an effort to divide the American people. So we have to be cognizant of the fact that there is a socialist agenda here in this country. We do have domestic and foreign enemies who are going to take advantage of this terrible situation.
When you object to socialist agenda, what is the specific feature that you perceive which is being propagated by Democratic Party or group of people who want to bring that socialist agenda on America?
To sum it up, my objection is the total control over the population. This is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And the socialists, they rule by the philosophy and ideology of Marx, Lenin, and Stalin. My wife, for example, was raised in the Soviet Union. She was not raised under stars and stripes. She was raised under a red flag, a hammer, and a sickle. And she shared with me that living there under a socialist communist government, remember that was called the Union of Soviet Socialist Republic, was terrible. You couldn't pray when you wanted to. Bibles were banned. The government sent you to school. For instance, in America, the socialists are telling our young people they will pay for their education. Well, they did that in the Soviet Union. But what the American socialists are not telling our young people is that they will take the educational courses they want them to take. And if they don't measure up, then they're going to be sent off to some job site. That's how socialism works. Government control over the lives of the people. And our founding fathers protected us from that via the Constitution that we have that gives everyone liberties and individual rights. Under God, by the way. Keep in mind that socialist it pretty much starts with atheism, socialism, and then communism. So this is what we are concerned about, but we're going to fight this, and we're going to do what Ronald Reagan did to the communists, send them to the ash bin of history.
So, talking about the functioning of our system, the idea that the majority of the members of Minneapolis City Council brought this Sunday of disbanding the city's police department. Having been a part of the police department yourself, how do you see that? And like with very, very minimum understanding of the way system functions, I felt that you are depriving people of the cover or the protection that they have perceived as well as real by the presence of police department. So this idea itself is shocking. Is shocking to me. How can you conceive of a place to function properly, and you are just looking at one instance of unreasonable as well as inhuman behavior of one police officer, but you are not taking into account the need of all the citizens who definitely need police protection. How are we going extreme here also again in terms of the proposal of the city council members?
This is yet another attempt by socialists, and I will qualify what I just said. To begin with, in America, we have a unique structure regarding law enforcement. We do not have a national police force. Socialists would love to have a national police force because then the government, one central power, has total control over law enforcement. Now, you're absolutely right with regard to the dangers of disbanding police departments. Who's going to suffer the most? The minorities, where there's high crime rates, where people are begging, literally begging for help. So instead of the Democrat socialists beefing up our police departments, they want to disband them. And I have no idea how they expect to enforce the laws and to protect people other than institute a national type police force. And that is something that is unacceptable in this country. We must keep in mind that the very people that they are claiming that they want to protect, which is our minorities who are suffering the most as a result of the Democrat socialist policies, are the ones who will suffer the greatest when these police departments are disbanded. Just this yesterday, as I understand it, thousands upon thousands of police officers across America are retiring and resigning. So they may not have to worry about defunding of police departments because there won't be any police departments left to defund. So that's something that has to be stopped because it is a very dangerous road that we're going down.
आप देख रहे हैं विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम, बल्कि यूँ कहना चाहिए कि अब आज का कार्यक्रम समाप्त होने को है। और जब समापन की तरफ हम बढ़ते हैं तो याद आता है कि आपको ये लाभदायक सूचना भी फिर से दे दें कि फेसबुक पर भी आपको बड़ी समृद्ध करने वाली सामग्री आईटीवी गोल्ड के फेसबुक पेज से भी आईटीवी गोल्ड का फेसबुक पेज फ्रेंड बनकर मिल सकती है। साथ ही साथ आप सब्सक्राइब करें हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को और इवेंट्स के बारे में हमें लिखें events@itvgold.com पर। स्वस्थ रहें, सजगता के साथ रहें और मंगल कामनाओं के साथ हमारा साथ देने के लिए आपका धन्यवाद करने का समय और साथ ही साथ इजाज़त लेने का समय आज के विजन ऑफ एशिया वॉइस ऑफ कम्युनिटी कार्यक्रम से। अशोक व्यास को अनुमति दें। नमस्कार।